Oh, I'll stay with you both.
Oh, is that okay?
Yeah, he said as long as
One
one of us could stay.
Okay.
So I'll stay. If you get in the boat with Kyle, I'll stay in here and just troll. And like I said, I'll try to wave somebody down.
All right. I've got 2 good ropes for towing. If you did find somebody, if you link the 2 together, it's long enough to tow with. And I don't have a, there's a bite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got him. It's a keeper, it looks like. Not a big keeper, but a keeper. The 5 count worked. Hooked in the bottom lip, looks like. Yep, bottom lip. He'll keep. He would not have come off in a month. Fish number 1, day 3. Motor broke down on the way here. We're on the way. Old 5 count. Let's keep them going. Four to go, or 24 to go. I need to get my hat.
Do what?
I need to get my hat out. Look like a goober probably on the.
No.
I'm actually a captain on the fire department.
Oh yeah?
And I'm fixing to finish my career February 1st.
A good friend of mine I fished with is retired, and he was.
There's a bite. Oh, that was running with it. That was aggressive coming at me again. It's a keeper. Not big. Well, may not keep. That was an aggressive bite. He's long and skinny. I think he might go. He ain't gonna weigh much. But he might. Put him on the port side because he'd be the first one to go if he touches. Just close your mouth. Close your mouth. Relax. Right there, mouth closed. Look at that. He touches. With the mouth closed. We gotta get rid of that one. That's 2. I'll just leave that out. Every bite's been in the same spot, I think, Chris. Same exact spot, real close to where they were yesterday. That one was really aggressive. I couldn't really stop and let that one have 5 seconds. That's 2 and 2 casts, wasn't it? That's how it happens. Just wish they'd get bigger. good solid. This is a better fish here. Coming up. I mean, a little better, definitely better than that last one. He's just pulling hard. Hooked in the top. Fish number 3.
And then you're going into 2. That's pretty good, man.
You know, you probably don't know the story. I lost my wife. We were married 33 years. I lost her January 19th of 18 in a head-on collision. I was on duty, and chief, well, 2 chiefs come up to the station. We're out grilling. It was about 5:45 in the evening, and they just had that look on them. They're coming right at me. Anyway, you know, she and I always talked about several times. Once I retire, if I ever have the opportunity, we're going. Both of us. We'll just go and go see the country, and then I qualify, you know. So it's been a rough year. That happened in January, and then I tore my meniscus on my left knee at a structure fire, and I was off. There's bite 2. That one just run. Ooh. Uh-oh. This could be definite one to help. Yeah, it's a little larger than the norm. Stay down. Fish number 4. That's got a weird color to it. That was a little heavier. Look at the gold color of that fish. Hooked in the corner. He wouldn't have come off in a month either. That's definitely the heavy one. I'm gonna put him with that little rat on the port side. It's easy to tell the difference. 4. So anyway, I tore my meniscus. I was off healing that post-surgery, and my wife and I had just built a brand new house. We moved into it Christmas Eve of 18, and then the wreck was January 19th. So we got to live in it. She designed it. She sketched it out on graph paper, and I was the general contractor on it. And we made it exactly the way she wanted. And we were building a pipe rail fence. And of course this is after the wreck, but I got on the mower at the end of the day and got to going too fast up too steep an incline and flipped it over on myself and broke my back.
Oh.
So that happened May 30th. And the knee, I went back to work, and it happened within like 2 or 3 shifts that I went back to work following the accident and the funeral and all that. And you know, for the most part, my back is good, my knee's great, but I was kind of glad to see 18 go. So now here we are, and you see Joshua 19 on my boat and my jersey, and Tracy was out shopping for home decor for the brand new house, and she came across this sign. I think it was at Hobby Lobby. Hit me on the up, and I just had to go with it. I think it'll keep. There's 5. I'm gonna measure it, but I'm pretty sure that's fish 5. Oh yeah, 14 3/4, half at least. Number 5. So anyway, I keep getting interrupted. Trying to tell them story. And I know that one goes first. I don't remember where I was at. Oh yeah, the sign.
Joshua.
She was shopping and she came home, and actually I think I was on duty when she was shopping. I got home the next morning and there was a sign of Joshua 1:9. Be strong and courageous, do not fear or be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. It was up in the kitchen and she was real emotional. She said, I saw this sign that just spoke to me and I had to have it. So it was up there, and then you had to know my wife. She was an amazing woman. There was 1,600 people at the funeral.
Wow.
My pastor, Jack Hayhurst, the funeral home director, they'd never seen anything like it, and they've been doing it 30 plus years. It's the kind of reach she had.
Mm-hmm.
But all those signs, you couldn't find one. Mm-hmm. Everybody went out and bought them. So I had to put it on the boat.
Absolutely.
So it's, it's coming up on a year. It's hard to believe. But I still, I go to bed with her and I wake up with her every day. Mm-hmm. There's a bite, I think. I think it was, but he spit it out before I got him. Anyway, that's kind of what's going on in my life.
Well, I'm sorry for all that.
Yeah, I mean, it's life, you know. She's a strong Christian, and I am too, and that's the only thing getting me through. If it wasn't for that, I don't know. I'd be off in a corner drunk on whiskey probably.
That was, looking from the outside in, that sign, Joshua, that was big.
It was huge.
In your whole life, I mean.
It was huge, and it still is, and that's why I had to put it on.
I mean, that gives you an anchor to hold on to.
Yes, it does. Exactly what it does. Try out here, a little deeper. It's just still.
Yeah. Calm before the storm.
I thought the storm was done, right? This one feels like it might help to get rid of that little tiny one. It's not big. Might be bigger than I think. I haven't really got a good look at it. It'll help.
Take a still picture.
Fish number 6, right? Mm-hmm. First cull. Well, 6 keepers. We had, I think, 1 non-keeper. Yeah, it does. I don't know how we're going to get back. Yeah, Kyle. He and I talked last night. If either one of us had problems, he was going to come and pick me up. I'm just going to stay here the whole day, and about an hour before, I'm going to try to see if it'll run any better once it's cooled off. No, we were running full out, and it just started. It was like I threw an ear off the prop. It had a vibration, and then it just kept losing power down to about 25 miles an hour, and we just barely got in here. It's not the prop. We looked at the plug wires. They're all hooked up right, and they look like they're fine. I've got a spare plug wire. I don't know. He seems to think it's probably the upper end. It's only got about 230 hours on it. That may help. That will help. This will help. That. Way good in the top. So that's going to save us a bunch of money.
Yeah, a lot.
That's like a sponsor in itself. Oh, that's a decent fish too. What's that? That's a better. That'll help.
That's enough there.
Ooh, nothing like banging the bottom of the boat.
And then after I trolled for a while, I went, well, I'll just try it. And it cranked right up, and I got it up on plane and run around in a circle. And so, if yours isn't as bad as what mine was, it may.
You would have thought it. Did yours alarm? Heat alarm?
No, not that I remember.
Golly. This could be a toad right here. This could be a big one coming up. Oh, mama. This is the one I need right here, boys. We talked about it, didn't we? I'm just going to keep skiing her. She's up on top. I ain't going to let her get her head down. There we go. There we go. That's got to be pushing 6. Bam! There's one of them good ones I caught on day one. Praise the Lord. Hook good would have never come off. That's an easy call. I'm looking for old spot. Get out there and hunt. Come on, another biggie. 3+. They don't even have to be huge. Just 3+. Slide over here and give them a different angle to look at. That's what I do about every hour or so, hour and a half. I'll throw it the same spot from a different direction. Sometimes it's fired them up. It might be a little better coming up. I don't know. That was one of them that hit it on the up, and I couldn't not set the hook.
It's gonna be close.
Yeah. I don't see it. I don't think we have one in there this small. That's a 2. Had you already updated the biggin? I'm sure you did.
I'm thinking that this thing sends in every time I take a video or a picture too.
Oh, cool.
Because I'm not.
You've been taking a bump.
No, that's. I'm sorry, that's not right. That
way out there.
like a better fish, huh?
Feels pretty good. But as closer he gets, the smaller he's feeling. I better get ready just in case. He's pulling. He was in the hay grass. He was in that point of hay grass. I think this one will help.
That'll be close. You got
Fat. He was wadded up in that hay grass. Need to. I don't know. Oh yeah. That's a 3 or 4 right there. That'll help big time. Come on, baby. Stay hooked up. Stay hooked up for me, baby. Where are you? There you are. Yes, sir. 4-pounder. That'll help. Yes. Right in.
Let me get a photo too.
I don't know if it'll go 4, but close.
Dang, sure help.
Dang, sure help. That's a good way to put it. It's a heavy 3 if it's not a 4.
Okay.
Yes. And I know. Yes, sir. I trust you. All right, buddy. Man, I appreciate you so much.
Absolutely. Enjoyed it.
All right.
I'll keep in contact.
What's that? Yeah.
Your backpack, but I keep it.
You can keep it. I got another one.
I don't need to keep it. I'm gonna stop back in your boat real quick.
That's fine.
We need to go because it's gonna be
Yeah.
a rough ride.
I'm ready. I got
I gave
everything I
myself a
need.
little spare time, but get your life jacket. You got it. You got your phone. You got your wallet. You got everything you need.
Yep. Okay. Wallet.
Okay.
I got the key fob to check us in. Hey, Derek Cole.
Hey, Derek. Steve Wright, sir.
Nice to meet you.
Sorry to hear about that.
Oh, me too.
You got your keys and your car and everything.
Keys to the truck. Yep. I'm gonna pick him up.
Hey, you need your rain jacket because you're gonna get wet.
Ah, God.
I ain't got